Prince Andrew has been immersed in scandal for years, but that hasn't stopped his ex-wife Sarah Ferguson from staying by his side. Her promise to Queen Elizabeth might explain why. Prince Andrew, younger brother of King Charles III, married his now ex-wife Sarah Ferguson in the summer of 1986, and the two soon welcomed their daughters, Princess Beatrice and Princess Eugenie. Upon their marriage, Queen Elizabeth II gave the couple the titles of the Duke and Duchess of York, titles by which both Andrew and Fergie, as the public calls Sarah, are still known today. But in 1996, Prince Andrew and Sarah Ferguson divorced, bringing even more scandal to the royal family, which had already been rocked by the separation of then Prince Charles and Princess Diana. Unlike the greatly tumultuous divorce of Charles and Diana, however, Andrew's divorce from Fergie did not leave a gaping rift between the two. Instead, the former couple has maintained a surprisingly close and friendly relationship for decades. While this unusual arrangement has raised eyebrows for a long time, it became the subject of even more scrutiny after Prince Andrew became embroiled in the drama surrounding child sex abuser Jeffrey Epstein. Despite denying allegations of abuse, Andrew settled a civil suit with complainant Virginia Giuffre that alleged Andrew had sexually assaulted Giuffre on 3 separate occasions when she was underage and under the control of Epstein.
I have no recollection of ever meeting this lady.
Afterward, many assumed Sarah Ferguson would cut ties, but she did not. Since Prince Andrew's fall from grace following the highly publicized sexual assault suit, he has not been welcome to participate in public events as a working royal. Further, Andrew has been stripped of his military titles and royal patronages, and he is no longer referred to as His Royal Highness. And most recently, Andrew has been asked by his older brother, King Charles, to move out of the Royal Lodge, where he has lived for over 20 years, and which he still shares with Ferguson. He has not yet moved out and is said to be refusing to leave.
The Duke of York is saying get nicked and he's determined to stay put.
So why, after everything, is Sarah Ferguson still a loyal friend and companion to Andrew? A promise she made to the late Queen Elizabeth might shed some light on Fergie's thinking. Fergie recently told ITV that she had a conversation with the Queen shortly before her death, and during that conversation, she made a promise to the ailing monarch regarding Andrew. She explained, "I said to her before she died, I will be there with him, I will help him on his journey." The Duchess of York went on to explain why she has empathy for her ex-husband, saying, "We've all got journeys, just need to be there with kindness, no judgment, and I will because he deserves it."
And he's one of the greatest men I've ever met in my life.
An unnamed source close to Prince Andrew and Sarah Ferguson explained that the former couple have long kept separate bedrooms at the Royal Lodge, and that while some have speculated that the two are still in love, that is not the case. The source called the connection between the two the deepest form of friendship, and not a, quote, passionate romance. Another unnamed royal insider admitted, "It's a very unusual relationship for a divorced couple, especially to the outside world, but they're utterly devoted and would defend each other to the death." While some might find Sarah Ferguson's unwillingness to pass judgment admirable, others may feel that there is a point at which someone has gone too far, done something too terrible to still deserve the type of loyalty and friendship that Sarah provides to Andrew. Certainly, King Charles has no qualms downsizing his brother's royal status as much as possible, in spite of Andrew's pushbacks, but Sarah Ferguson, for her part, seems unwavering in her promise to the late Queen Elizabeth, and remains as close to Andrew as ever as he struggles to maintain his hold on his longtime home.